Hi guys and girls, my name is Xronos, and on this video I'm going to show you my Ray of Frost Light of Grace build, which is the perfect build to farm quick and fast on Torment 1 and 2 on your own or in a group. So, the one item that you need for this build to work is the Light of Grace offhand, which makes your Ray of Frost do piercing damage. So, I'm going to show you what skills I've put in, and then I'm going to show you my gear. So, I'm not using a signature spell because I'm going to show you a trick that I do with Ray of Frost, and Ray of Frost never runs out. So I'm using Archon, using Ray of Frost, and I'm using Cold Blood to reduce the casting cost to 11 arcane power. I'm using Teleport Wormhole, I'm using Magic Weapon, Force Weapon, Energy Armor, Prismatic Armor for resistances, and I'm using Familiar with Spark Flint for extra damage. On my passives, I'm using Astral Presence to increase my arcane power regeneration. I'm using Evocation to reduce cooldowns of Archon and Teleport. I'm using Cold Blooded because all my damage from Ray of Frost is Cold Blooded. And I'm using Blur to reduce the damage I take. So, the one thing you need to do to make sure that your Ray of Frost never runs out is to make sure that you reforge it and give it to do crit hits, grant 4 arcane power. So that means if you've got enough critical hit chance, that means that it will constantly crit and it will constantly regenerate your arcane power and it will not run out. Also, if you've got the Reaper's Wraps bracers, wrists, they're also very good because every time you touch a health globe or you pass through a health globe, it will restore your arcane power as well. So that's basically what you need. If you've got critical hits that give you arcane power and the Light of Grace offhand, that's all you need for this build to work. The other items that you may have can vary, it doesn't matter, as long as you've got the Light of Grace. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to just do a quick bounty on Torment 1 and just pick anything. So you just put my buffs, then you can just teleport around, and as you can see, my arcane power is not running out. And I tend to use the Archon against elite packs or against bosses. So as you can see, this is an awesome build to farm quick and efficiently. Either you're doing bounties or you're doing rifts. This is pretty awesome. I'm gonna speed past these people. If I wanted to, I'll just open my Archon. You can. I normally use Improve Archon. If you want to, if you've got more damage, you can easily use Teleport Rune, so you can just teleport around to make your runs even faster. I still tend to like the Improved Archon. So the items that you may need, obviously the more crit, the more attack speed, and the more critical hit damage that you have, obviously you'll do more damage and it'll be better. But ideally, if you could get your critical hit chance to around 50%, that means 1 of every 2 ticks of your Ray of Frost damage will be a critical. So that means you're constantly restoring. And obviously, because Ray of Frost is doing piercing damage, it's constantly, if there's a mob of creatures, it will always hit more than 1.
Still waiting. Your grave awaits.
And obviously, because it's all cold damage, it's all slowing. So it's pretty efficient and pretty fast to go around and kill stuff. Go. I'm going to do a quick rift now. You can see a bit more of how it works. So as I said, it's brilliant to farm Torment 1 and Torment 2. As soon as you start going on like Torment 3, it is a bit more trickier because it is just a case that the mobs take longer to die, and they tend to come, even if they're very slow, they still tend to come quite fast close to you. So I tend to have a problem getting hit, and obviously when you go on like Torment 3 and onwards, your resistances may not be high enough. I mean, my resistances at the moment are, I'm going to show you in a second, are pretty okay, but I think if you're going for Torment 3 or even Torment 4, I think you need at least 2000 in all your resistances, and you probably need more damage than what I'm doing to do Torment 4 effectively. But it certainly works in groups. If you go in groups and you want to use this build, it's brilliant because you'll always have somebody sitting in the front taking the damage if he's a barbarian or monk, and you can just sit behind and just freeze and slow everything. It's good we're out of here because I don't really like this one.
Not ready yet.
So as you can see, as long as you've got over 50% critical hit chance, you're constantly critting. I mean, at some point, if you were able to go over, say something like 60-65%, you could try a different rune, because at that point you'll be so much critting, you could get away of using another rune on Ray of Frost to deal more damage. But certainly this way you don't have a problem. As you can see, if you've got about 1.2 million, 1.3 million DPS, then you don't even need to use Archon in most chances. You could replace Archon for something like Black Hole or anything else. I just like Archon because it just gives me that safety that if anything happens I can just pop it and just wipe everybody out.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
And the other thing I've done, I'll show you when I finish this on my gear, I've actually recrafted on some of the items to reduce my cooldown of skills, so again to improve the Archon and the teleport. And if you're going solo, I would always recommend having a Templar as a follower, because of the ability to be able to do a mega stun and to be able to regenerate your life and your resources as well. I will show you an item that I found, a legendary item that makes him be able to use all his abilities.
Need more time. Your grave awaits. Not ready yet.
I think this build is if you get the right items later on, you probably be able to start doing like Torment 4 on your own. But at the moment, I personally don't have the items yet. I still have a couple of items that I'm still using, which are still level 60, like my Witching Hour and my Talrasa chest. So I still haven't managed to get better items. I'm gonna open Arkham again. Yeah, so I'm doing it on Torment 1 at the moment, which makes it look very easy, but it is quite similar on Torment 2, but as I said, once you reach Torment 3 onwards, it becomes a bit tricky.
If only they could see me now. Need more time. I'm injured. Not ready yet.
Oh, we seem to have engaged three, or a couple of elites. I didn't even realize.
I must wait longer.
Wow, that was quite brutal. And in these cases, that's why you need Archon in these kind of cases. Even if it's Torment 1, somebody's gonna wall you or prison you. So even with Archon, you see if they stun you and then they spawn a arcane beam underneath you, you know.
Still waiting. Need more time. How does that feel? Not ready yet. Still waiting.
Oh, we're just going around now. We're almost there. Look, so as you can see, my arcane power is just not dropping off. It will only drop off if I'm not hitting anything, hence not critting. So you may have a slight problem with single bosses because you're not creating so many targets at once, but I normally keep for bosses, I would normally keep something like Archon, but as soon as look, I'm going to hit a health club now, and look how quickly I restore my arcane power, and that's because of the braces. So yeah, it is worth getting the braces. The plans drop from Malthael, so as soon as you kill him the first time, you will get the recipe, and then it's a case to just keep killing him a few times to get the part you need for the recipe, because he drops the plans and the bit you need to craft it. So I highly recommend you getting the braces as well. So just before I finish, I'm just going to show you. So yeah, the item I was talking about with my Templar is this one. So that one gains access to all skills, so that means he can use anything. So from regenerating my arcane power to being able to do stuns to be able to heal me, it's a pretty good item. I highly recommend if you could just go around and find that. And I'll just quickly show you my gear. As I said, I'm still wearing level 60 items, the Witchy now and the Talrasa chest. What I've done is I've got the Cane set, and that gives me 50% more magic find and experience. So obviously when I'm doing bounties, because I'm tending to do bounties because I'm after specific items that fall from the bounty cache, this is very good. I get so much experience from the quest. It's actually quite fun to do, even on Torment 1, and quite fast. So I could do a bounty within under like 10 minutes. So yeah, that's what I'm using now. I'm using Cane set. And then I'm using the Firebird's 2-piece because that gives me 500 intelligence bonus. So, and then look, I've recrafted this to reduce the cooldown of all skills on the shoulders. And that gives me more. I could do it on this one as well, but I like the bonus of the Ray of Frost damage. I could recraft that, as I said, to either reduce cooldowns or to increase the Ray of Frost damage, because 12% of a maximum 15 is not that great, but it will do for now. So that's my build. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions or any comments to make, please write here or on my Facebook page, which is Diablo Xronos. You can just it's posted below this video. Just like the page. I constantly update stuff daily, and you can even ask me questions there. I'm on Twitter as well. If you just search for Diablo Xronos, you can find me on Twitter as well. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build. It is really awesome to play, really fun, and really fast if you're playing Torment 1 and 2. Thank you. Enjoy.